I think it's recording. Hey, still trying to get used to this iPad I'm recording on now. So, this is a 2015 Fender made in Mexico iOS Strat. This is my son's. He doesn't play that much anymore. He still plays some. He plays more acoustic when he does play. And so I thought, you know, this is the neck on this one. Sometimes you get a good guitar and sometimes you get a great one. This one, this neck is like really good for a maiden. I mean, I don't know, the fretwork's amazing. It plays great. I'd never liked these pickups. The other thing is, because it's an iOS Strat, which means basically it comes with an adapter that you can plug this directly into an iPad or an iPhone and use with headphones, and then use GarageBand and stuff like that. So we've really never used that. But the guitar had been a demo. I got it at an online retailer, and so we got it at such a good price it didn't make sense to buy the non-iOS one. It also, at the time in 2015, and I may be wrong in this, but it was one of the few that I saw, if not the only one, is what I think, that had this 2-point bridge on a made in Mexico Strat at the time. I wish it had 22 frets, but I can't deal with that. So this 2-point bridge, I think, always stays in tune a little bit better. I don't know if this was, now they're putting that on more of them. I do know this one, all the keys that came with it would not work. It's all the wrenches are I had to use the wrenches off my American Strat. So it seems to have the same block and everything. It's always staying tuned. It's been great. But rather than the two tones, it has a tone and a volume knob to control the output of that. So because it has a built-in digital to analog converter. So I'm making this because I have purchased something to go on this. And I'm making, just so that you guys can hear it, I'll splice these videos together. We have, that's the bridge humbucker, right? And position 2. Middle position. Out of phase position 4. And the neck position. You can hear a little bit of hum, right? Does it sound bad? No, not really. But it doesn't, for those of you who like Strats, it doesn't really give that chimey sound that I'm kind of looking for. And the reason is, I've recently purchased a Telly that I've been playing a lot. I have burst buckers in my Les Pauls. All those pickups are kind of bright. These are definitely not. So to play this more, if I'm playing it live, I need something that's going to kind of fit my amp settings without me having to go twiddle everything around. So what have I got? Well, I've had these around for a while. I just haven't put them on. I've been meaning to put them on this guitar for a while. I did get some Fender locking tuners. These are so expensive these days. This has have locking tuners on my American Standard Strat from the same time. These are I actually have the American Standard tuners on this. They're not locking, but so I wanted to put these on. It doesn't make sense. I mean, these are so cheap now. I might as well get that. So put that on. I have this little roller on there. I'm not sure if I want to keep that or put one of the American Standard ones on there. I'll decide that later. Take this off. And then I purchased, and I believe these are still on sale if you want to pick one up. This is a Tex Mex bridge, or Tex Mex, excuse me, loaded pickguard from 920D Custom Shop. These are on sale right now for, I believe, 20% off. and they're, even versus their normal cost, they're quite cheap. I watched a lot of videos on these pickups. I didn't want to spend a lot for custom shop. Wanted kind of more of that bright, chimey sound, and it looks like this is hopefully going to be a good way to get it. As you can see, the work here, we have all the cloth wiring. Everything came per. All I've got to do is solder in the jack, and I don't know. We're going to check out, see how it sounds once this is in. I'm hoping it'll give a interesting look, brighten up the guitar a little bit. Which I have to say, the other reason is, this is probably just a veneer. I don't know if it's a cap. No way you see this in the light, but this is quite a gorgeous Strat body. It's also kind of heavier than my other Strats, and I'm assuming that is because of the top. But I don't think it's like a photo finish like the old ones from the early 90s. I believe this is a maple caps, and it looks like it's actually quite thick if you look at it from the sides, but I don't know. I haven't taken it apart or anything. So we're going to find out. Anyway, I'll be back. Hey, this is Joe. I'm back. All done. This is the 2015 Fender iOS Strat that my son had, and we did some upgrades to last night. Replaced I had a roller string tree. It's kind of large, so I put in one like on the American standards. I reversed it so I could get the right break angle on there. You do have to drill a hole to get these to stay. It was easy. Just before I took the other strings off, I kind of made a notch so that make sure that it was in the right area. Also added some Fender locking tuning keys, and this loaded pick guard from 920D Custom Shop. It is the Jimmy Vaughn Tex Mex pickups. Was immaculate, very good price. These pickups aren't that expensive, and they've been running a special. I don't know if it's still on or not, but the wiring, as I said, was immaculate. Came with a new jack as well. All I had to do was solder the jack in, and then of course attach a couple of ground wires. Now this one does have a DAC in it, a digital analog converter. I left that in. I carefully unplugged everything and stored it away in case we ever want to add that functionality back. I could have wired the DAC into this, but the way it works is this second tone knob is used as a volume knob on that, and I actually like having two tone knobs for certain things, so two knobs. Anyway, there's a George Carlin joke somewhere there. Anyway, I didn't want to put that back in. I did carefully put it away, so we'll have it for the future should we ever need it. The main point was the neck and the middle humbucker single coils were just didn't give me the sound that we were kind of wanting. And so, or my son, so hopefully maybe he'll even play this a little more now. If not, I will be playing it more. So, again, one of the things I noticed on this pickguard once I installed it, or actually while I was installing it, was 920D, this second tone is for the bridge pickup. Anyway, not all Strats are like that. That's the way I would have wanted it, and I forgot to ask them, but luckily that's the way they set it up anyway, so I was pretty happy. So on the other video we had the humbucker, but as you can hear, you definitely get that single coil. Not telly bright, but almost. And position 2, which is the bridge and the middle pickups. If you add some gain to that, right? Maybe out of 10. That gives kind of that quack, right? Middle, right? If you're listening closely, you can hear the 60 cycle hum again. All right, out of phase position 4, did is the neck and the middle pickups. So. I have no effects on this or anything. By the way, this is playing through an ID Core Beam. Same thing that I was playing through last night. Same settings, everything. It's a great little amp. If you've got a kid going to college or you need one in another room, Bluetooth, you can play through your phone or anything. You can play bass, guitar, acoustic guitar. It's got multiple channels, delays, effects, choruses, flangers, everything you want. It's very handy. It's different than the other ID cores in that the cabinet is ported. You get a much better bass response, in my opinion, with this. So, neck pickup. We get some of that chime that we never had before with this guitar. So, I think it sounds pretty good. If I leave it on this warm clean channel, but I turn it down, I turn the volume up, I'm going to crank up the gain some on the out of phase, right? In other words, it sounds pretty darn good. A great investment, for not a lot of cash. If you've got, and I'm sure they can make you one in a Squire setting or in a Squire pickguard as well. If you've got a made in Mexico Strat and you don't like those pickups, man, 920D for the price of this, easy to install. I'm sure that you can get it in a Squire loaded pickguard as well if you've got some Squire and you don't like that. These pickups for the price were really, some people even like them better than the Texas Specials. I've never had those. They always seemed a little bright for me, so I never bought any. For the price, I go wrong with this. I'm very pleased. The other thing is, I said it was easy to install, but if you don't feel comfortable rewiring a jack, you don't feel comfortable doing any kind of soldering at all, if you've got the pickguard, there's a lot of local music shops around, mom and pop shops, that order one, take it to them. I mean, a lot of guitarists could always use a setup. Sure, they probably won't charge much to install the pickguard, but while you're there, you can get them to make sure your intonation's set, make sure your neck's straight, the guitar's playing like it should, you've got the right neck relief, everything's set up. You know, having a guitar that plays right and sounds good, it makes a really big difference when you're learning to play, when you're wanting to play. You know, no one wants to play something that sounds like or doesn't play well. So, can be a win-win for multiple groups on this. You know, feel like doing it yourself, they make it easy. If you don't feel like doing it yourself, give some business to a local shop. Probably wouldn't cost a whole lot, and might make your guitar to the point that you want to pick it up a whole lot more often. Anyway, signing off. Thanks.